It's 7.
Hare Krishna. Okay, I can chant.
Yeah, please chant.
Thank you, Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Umagnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakkamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrijatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Kopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhupya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. All glories to Shri Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So,
Krishna. Thank you, Samri Prabhu. Yeah, thank you all for joining the Q&A session. And please take advantage of the association with Sundar Gopāl Prabhu. We all need them. And with this Gaur Purnima that's coming up, this is going to be a nice kickoff for the next week, so we can prepare for the celebration. So thank you, Prabhu, for giving us your association. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
thank you very much for inviting me to your wonderful association. Nice to be again with all of you. So, if anyone has got any questions, you can probably, write in the chat box, or you can put your hand up, and we will be glad to, take them and, answer the questions. And this will also benefit everybody else who may be also having the same questions. Yeah? So please try to ask some questions. That will be very nice. So anybody got anything to ask, please raise your hands, or you can write.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'm Priya from Austria. I just wanted to ask you, Prabhuji, that when we inquire something from the devotees or disciples in this movement, we do get answers directly from Shastra, which is wonderful, which is absolutely amazing. But sometimes it satisfies the query, and sometimes I really feel that it doesn't. And because I feel this way, because I think that somewhere wisdom also at some times, some situations, plays more higher role than the actual knowledge itself. So what are your views, or what do you have to say about this?
So you see, spiritually speaking, we don't take the mind's kind of a instruction or feeling into any kind of importance, because by mind, the mind is by nature conditioned by the modes of material nature. So therefore, any spiritual thing must be substantiated by spiritual authority like the scriptures, And that is word of God. Shastra is word of God. Whereas mind is based on emotion and feelings and so many things, And that is not accepted shastrically as an important thing. So you cannot give you cannot give preference to the thinking of the mind more than the authority of this word of God. So that is actually, Shastra Chakshus, as we say. We should learn how to see everything through the eyes of the Shastra. Then yes, we will get complete satisfaction. But if you do otherwise, then the mind, it is not perfect. It's always subject to so much kind of what we say, giving so much of doubts, So this is the important point.
Okay. So are you trying to say wisdom is also acting in the capacity of the mind, or does it has its own complete set of role above the mind?
I'll just show you one verse.
Yeah.
You want to read it?
Yeah, sure. A second. Yeah. Anything expressed by material vibrations, anything ascertained by material intelligence, and anything experienced by the material senses or concocted within the material mind is but an effect of the modes of material nature, and therefore has nothing to do with the real nature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Lord is beyond the creation of this material world, for he is the source of the material qualities and creation. As the cause of all causes, he exists before the creation and after the creation. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
So you see, this is the point, because with our mind, because we trusted our mind, we are now trapped in this body, So we need to not trust the mind, You understand?
Yeah.
So the mind is very clever in tricking us, So sages, they don't put faith in the mind, You want to read this?
Yeah. Srila Shukadev Goswami replied, My dear king, you have spoken correctly. However, after capturing animals, a cunning hunter does not put faith in them, for they might run away. Similarly, those who are advanced in spiritual life do not put faith in the mind. Indeed, they always remain vigilant and watch the mind's action.
You see this point here?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
therefore, therefore we don't take the mind seriously, So we
Okay.
try to justify whatever is through the word of God, and that's conclusive, And not only conclusive, it is also purifying, of the contamination. That's why we chant Hare Krishna. What is the reason of chanting Hare Krishna? Is to purify this mind of ours, no? Hmm?
Yeah.
That is the purpose of this chanting, is it? Go here. So you see here, Seto Darpanam Marjanam Bhava Mahadavakni, is it? You want to read?
Should I read?
Yes, please.
Let there be all victory for the chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna. which can cleanse the mirror of the heart and stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. That chanting is the waxing moon that spreads the white lotus of good fortune for all living entities. It is the life and soul of all education. The chanting of the holy name of Krishna expands the blissful ocean of transcendental life. It gives a cooling effect to everyone and enables one to taste full nectar at every step.
So this is to clean, The whole
Yeah.
idea of the chanting is to clean the mind of all kind of dirty, material, contaminated thinkings and consciousness. So the
Mm.
mind is very clever in actually tricking a person into more of a material sense gratification rather than purifying.
Mm.
So therefore we should be careful not to take the mind's preference over the scriptural evidence. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Therefore, it says the only way to control the mind that you must put faith in the words of Krishna and the spiritual master.
Yeah.
Please read.
This uncontrolled mind is the greatest enemy of the living entity. If one neglects it or gives it a chance, it will grow more and more powerful and will become victorious. Although it is not factual, it is very strong. It covers the constitutional position of the soul. O king, please try to conquer this mind by the weapon of service to the lotus feet of the spiritual master and of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Do this with great care.
So you see here.
Yeah.
So we have to be therefore be careful with our mind. Mind can easily sidetrack. Just give you a simple. Are you chanting Hare Krishna by chance? I'm thinking you are, no?
Yes, Prabhuji, I try my best.
So when you start the chanting, you always think, today I'm going to chant and hear Krishna name and only think of Krishna and all that. Yes.
Yeah,
But the moment you start chanting, you see how the mind drifts away into so many things. Is it not?
yeah,
You see how the mind is so powerful.
yeah,
So we have to not take this mind very seriously. That's all.
yeah. Yes, Prabhuji.
Is it clear?
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. It answers my question. I just have one personal issue to share, which is connected with this, my coming into this movement itself, if I'm permitted to.
Yes, you can always.
Um, Immediately after I came into this movement, all my relationships just got severed, even with my own brother, with whom I have shared a great bonding. And of late, it has been bothering me a lot.
You see, whenever you become a devotee, then those people who are not devotees, they will not like your, kind of association. Because you will be talking about Krishna, your habits will
Yeah,
change, so many things, you see.
yeah,
And they don't like that because they want to enjoy the material life. No.
yeah,
Then, so it is sacrifice. Either you want Krishna or you want to go into Maya. So you can do one thing, you can always wish them well, you can always, give some prasadam, something. That
hmm,
way, try to maintain relationship.
okay,
Um, then they see
yeah,
that you're also meaning well. It's not that you become a devotee and not meaning anything. You want to be different. So if can I help in that way? I'm sure they will also appreciate me. Hmm?
hmm, yeah,
Hmm.
because the way it all happened, it went a very on a bitter note towards the end, and um, I don't know if it was my mind's activity or it was my decision, but there was something not sitting right within me. I was feeling a lot of uh, negative energy playing within the core of my heart, which
mm,
pushed me to take this decision to block them completely, which now has been bothering me since 5 months.
mm. No, see, when a person takes up the process, then one kind of a thing happens in their, I mean, to most of the people's mind is that they start thinking they're in the mode of goodness, they're very elevated, they look down on everybody, and
Exactly.
this way they create, differences, and people kind of pick up on that. So we have to learn how to, change that thinking. That's why Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us the process of trying to become lower than the straw in the street, more humble, more tolerant in the tree. So all these qualities, of course, it will not come overnight, but this is the teaching, at least you should learn how to be humble. So when we relate to people, then we give up this false prestige of thinking I'm better than you, I'm chanting, you are all demons, you're not rascal. So if we go like that, then it's going to be
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, exactly. This is what happened with me because I was a lot influenced by I don't think it also came to us in a very correct way because it came all this Krishna consciousness came to me through my son and of course he was also a little immature that time at the age of 16 and 17 and I got a lot influenced and of course then I carried this false prestige within me and this is how I was fighting with everyone in my family and now I stand all alone. And now my mind has been bothering me.
You
So
make
of
up.
course I realized that we all get carried away in some enthusiasm in the beginning in this moment, but I don't know now how should I take this forward.
Just make up, you pay, give them some gifts, say I'm sorry if I've said anything. Like this, they build up again your relationship.
Okay.
Can you call
Okay,
them to your
Prabhuji.
house, give them a big feast, treat them nice. So like this, many things can do, no? Hmm?
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. So this is
yeah,
important. Of course, this is all part of the Krishna consciousness. Everyone also goes through that. Initially
yeah,
starting, everyone thinks, he's, almost as good as being with Krishna. So this is the
yeah,
difficult.
yeah.
So don't feel bad. Just now pick up the thing again and try to, uh,
Okay.
nice and give a lot of respect. In this way, you will win their heart over.
Yeah, yeah. Because now the mind has been bringing all these past things in the things back to me, how they helped us settle in Austria, because my brother lives in Germany since 25 years. So all these things are being recalled.
Mm.
Now I feel guilty, but also not guilty because I think things were not in my hand. They were more in the hands of destiny, universe, Krishna, whatever you may call so. But yeah, a little bit in unpeace, definitely.
No, kind of treat them nice, be friendly again. And I'm sure you will win their heart over. They know if you are meaning well,
Yeah,
everyone can sense, no, if someone is genuine or not, no?
yeah,
Yes.
yes,
Mm.
Prabhuji.
So you try to win their heart over, and then, you in small way you preach to them. Of course, they may not accept everything because
Yeah,
not so easy. So
yeah,
slowly by slowly, step by step. Huh?
yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you
Mm.
so much, Prabhuji. This was really helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dandavat pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, all glad
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please let us know how we may serve you at any time, Prabhuji,
You
in the
know,
future. You may visit us here in Austria. Me and my son talk about your visit here. So we await that time in the future.
yes, definitely we will try to come. I'm sure I'll be very happy to be of some small service to you and your great son.
No, it's the greatness and the pleasure will be only ours to serve you, Prabhuji.
Yes, let's see how Krishna will arrange our meeting
Yes,
again. Huh?
yes, yes.
Thank
Thank you,
you. Thank you
Prabhuji.
for the
Thank you so
invitation.
much, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
So, Prabhu, when an aspiring devotee is trying to follow all the principles but is able to follow for some time but fails, but again in such a thing, what can be done, Prabhu? Okay, very good question. So the answer is in this verse. So you want to read this?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandar Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhu, I'll read it, Prabhu. Having awakened faith in the narrations of my glories, being disgusted with all material activities, knowing that all sense gratification leads to misery, but still being unable to renounce all sense enjoyment, my devotee should remain happy and worship me with great faith and conviction. Even though he sometimes engage in sense enjoyment, my devotee knows that all sense gratification leads to a miserable result, and he sincerely repents such activities.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you patiently, try to execute your Krishna consciousness, regardless what it is.
Yes, Prabhu.
So wake up in the morning, chant your rounds, read your books, take Krishna Prasadam, and just carry on. So eventually you'll be able to overcome this defect.
Yes, Prabhu. But Prabhu, sometimes it happens that, like, because of not following the principles, then it kind of affects the whole bhakti lifestyle as well, Prabhu. Like, sometimes maybe reading gets hampered or waking up in the morning gets hampered. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, because that's how it is, no? Because you are now starting your spiritual life, no? Correct? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So it is explained here. Plan in this verse.
Yes, Prabhu.
Second, no? Let me get.
My
No, it's another verse. Okay, here. You want to read?
yes, Prabhu. The devotees of the Lord, peacefully fixed in absolute knowledge, are the ultimate shelter for those who are repeatedly rising and falling within the fearful ocean of material life. Such devotees are just like a strong boat that comes to rescue persons who are at the point of drowning.
You understand?
Yes,
So,
Prabhu.
station of devotees is the strong boat, for someone who's like on a roller coaster ride.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? So you should
Yes,
try to
Prabhu.
make association of devotees time to time, because you are now in the school, right?
College, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So whenever you get some breaks, you try to go stay with the devotees in the temple, and that will be a big boost, no?
Understood, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So little by little, you'll get, strength.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because staying in an environment which is not conducive for spiritual life kind of a little bit contaminating, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So purification is required, no? So the best purification, as it says in this verse, no? Association of devotees, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So whenever you can, you try. Or if you can also, if you can't go, at least you can talk to them or something. That'll be good, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Can.
Yes, Prabhu.
You think this will help you?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So carry on. This is the best way. There's
Understood, Prabhu.
nothing more stronger than the association of devotees.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Or even if you cannot go, then at least call them and talk to them. Now the facilities are so good. Any person can talk to. Even they can do video calls also. It's as good as association, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So take advantage. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Can.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Good. Any other questions?
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandar Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhu, I don't feel comfortable to preach to people, even with people I know well. I can't say my faith just talking in general thing. God providence. What is my problem, Prabhu? See, of course, when you talk to people and if you want to bring Krishna consciousness inside, you have to see the kind of people who are going to receive them, you know. So sometimes you have to use logic to preach to them. Sometimes you can do direct preaching. So according to the person's, receiving ability, you have to be, accordingly adjusting to it, you see. Of course, the chanting is the main thing and, making them Krishna conscious. But because they are not so, receptive, so we have to use some indirect method, For example, if someone who is not willing to hear at all, then the indirect method is to give prasadam. And then talk about the prasadam, how nice you like this, oh, it's very good, you taste good. Like this, you explain. You understand? Are you there? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank
Yes.
you.
So you have to use your intelligence how to, just like a child, some child can only take so much and some more advanced to take more. So accordingly, as a teacher, you have to learn how to give the, what do you say, respective dose, So that's
Yes,
intelligence.
Prabhu.
Use your intelligence because, you are preaching to people who are totally not knowing Krishna, then you cannot use anything about Krishna, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm. Then you explain indirectly, you see there's some power, who made this, who made that, how this come about. So you keep the person thinking, And there's problem like you don't want to die, you got birth, All these are indirect way of explaining, that there is a supreme power, Krishna.
Yes,
Yes?
Prabhu.
I think I came to
Thank
your
you,
house,
Prabhu.
we had a program, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
Yes?
absolutely.
So many ways I try to explain, is it not?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you try in whatever way you have realized in a simple way, you try to, of course, the best way to do this is to give the person a book to read, if that is possible, that's the best. Because who can be the best preacher than Prabhupada, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So preaching, of course, I don't know about yours, ours, will not work, because we are so conditioned. So best is to some or other to give them the book that they can read and their life will change.
Yes, Prabhu.
So don't feel bad, because this is the material world. They all came to enjoy their senses. They did not come here to worship Krishna, no? Hmm? Only the fortunate ones, they are the one who get the mercy, Hmm?
Yes,
Yes?
Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Don't be discouraged. What to speak about being discouraged? Even Prabhupada also get discouraged, Preaching is the thankless task, Hmm?
Mm. Yes, Prabhu, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling, I just know how to start. I'm confused each time I want to say something or share my face. Um, I'm confused and I'm like 2 years old.
Hmm.
Um,
So you keep trying.
that's,
Eventually, Krishna will give you intelligence to use the right words, no? You
yes,
understand?
Prabhu.
Sometimes you have to use this method, sometimes you have to use that method,
Mm,
some way,
mm,
Then you'll
yes,
understand.
Prabhu.
This comes by gradual, by experience, Hmm? And you
Yes,
read
thank you.
Prabhupada books, and then you explain, then some way this will help you also. Hmm?
Yes.
So don't give
So,
up, just trying,
yes, Prabhu. Talking with devotees is easier, but with the others is very difficult.
Non-devotees are difficult, that's a fact. But devotees are easier, no? Because they already know Krishna and so many things, you see. That's why to make especially meat eaters into devotees, that require the power of a very, very, very powerful personality, practically God, no? You know, to make meat
Yes,
eaters
Prabhu.
into devotee is not an easy thing, no? You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So try to be patient because we should try. What else to do? No? Especially outside India, oh, it is super tough, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
But don't
Thank
give
you,
up.
Prabhu.
Keep trying, and Krishna is in your heart, One day He will direct the right person to you, and you'll be so happy. You understand?
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you,
That's
Prabhu.
why before we do anything, we are always praying to Krishna, no, please give me some strength, some mercy, that I'll be able to help this person. So in this way, we
Okay,
are
Prabhu.
praying to the Lord, no?
Okay, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes.
Just the humility we must have, no? So with that, Krishna can empower you, to kind of bring the other person to right understanding.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada.
How the situation in Reunion Island? Everything is okay now?
More or less, it depends. On the north, it's still difficult, but in the west and in the south, it's become
Uh,
easier to circulate. Yes.
Krishna, is kind. Material world is
Yes.
always having three kinds of problem with the mind, problem with the other people's mind, and then problem with the demigods. So these things are expected. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
How is it that some disciples of Srila Prabhupada served him in a parental mood and at the same time not fall into offenses by familiarity breeding contempt? I don't know whether they became familiar or not familiar, because it's always been said that one should be very careful saving two personalities. One is to serve the spiritual master, and the other one is to serve the deities. So anyone doing this service, they have to be extremely careful because they can get familiar, you know.
Yes, bro.
So that's why we should always be careful about our position, serving our spiritual master and also serving the deities. Hmm?
Yes. Yes, bro.
Hmm.
And I do have one question in relation to this.
Yeah.
It is said that is a higher service to serve the devotee than to do deity worship. So would that technically be applied to the Prabhupada Murti?
Well, when you say that it is higher service to serve the devotees, then that part, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradham Param, it is explained in the CC what are those higher things. It's explained here in this verse. Give me a minute. So here it is explained that word tadiya means service, to the devotees and something higher than the Lord. So what are that? It is explained here. Tadiya means the tulsi leaves, the devotees of Krishna, the birthplace of Krishna Mathura, and the Vedic literature Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna is very eager to see his devotees serve these four things, namely Tulsi, the Vaishnavas, Mathura, and the Bhagavatam. You understand?
Yes,
Huh?
clear.
No.
I was just thinking this can also be applied to Prabhupada Murti, since he's
Prabhupada we have to serve, wherever it is, he's our guru, no?
mm,
Even before we start the puja, we have to serve our spiritual master. You understand? Because he's representing the Lord for us, no?
yes,
Hmm?
yes, Prabhu.
Not that we only serve Prabhupada and we don't care for Krishna. No, that's not the criteria, because Prabhupada is ordering us to serve the deities. Yes?
Yes,
Hmm. So you cannot, you must follow the directions of the Guru. And we cannot try to kind of concoct, no, I will only serve Prabhupada and not anybody else, and that's it, no? Yeah, here it says here the word is Vaishnavas, no?
yes.
Devotees of Krishna, you see here? Huh? And devotees of Krishna means what? Huh?
Also, Shiksha Gurus.
No, it says here in this verse. You want to read this?
Yes. Upon hearing this, Satya Raja said, "How can I recognize a Vaishnava? Please let me know what a Vaishnava is. What are his common symptoms?" Wow. Yes, Prabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, Whoever chants the holy name of Krishna just once is worshipable and is the topmost human being."
You understand this? Hmm?
Mm.
You want to read the purport?
Purport. Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that a person who simply chants the holy name of Krishna once becomes perfect and should be regarded as a Vaishnava. This is confirmed by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Upadesha Amrita. Krishna, let me just continue. With such faith in the holy name, one can begin a life of Krishna consciousness. But an ordinary person cannot chant the holy name of Krishna with such faith. One should accept the holy name of Krishna to be identical with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, transcendence himself. As the Padma Purana states, the holy name of Krishna is identical with Krishna and is like the Chintamani gem. He touched that name of hold on one second. Yeah, that name is Krishna personified in sound and is therefore perfectly transcendental and eternally liberated from the material contamination. Thus, one should understand that the name Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. Having such faith, one must continue to chant the holy name. When one is situated on the neophyte platform, one cannot understand the devotional ingredients of pure, unalloyed devotee. However, when the novice engage in devotional service, especially in deity worship, and follows the orders of a bona fide spiritual master, he is a pure devotee. Anyone can take advantage of hearing about Krishna consciousness from such a devotee and thus gradually become purified. In other words, any devotee who believes that the holy name of the Lord is identical with the Lord is a pure devotee, even though he may be in a neophyte stage. By his associations, others may become Vaishnavas. One is known as a materialistic devotee if he simply worships a deity of Hari with faith, but does not show proper respect to devotees and others. This is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.47. Yet, even by associating with such a neophyte devotee, one can become a devotee also. When Lord Chaitanya was teaching Sanatana Goswami, he said, a person who has attained firm faith is a real candidate for advancing in Krishna consciousness. According to the faith, there are first class, second class, and neophytes and devotees. One who has preliminary faith is called a Kanishta Adhikari or neophyte. The neophyte, however, can become an advanced devotee if he strictly follows the regular principles set by the spiritual master. Therefore, it is on the basis of faith and attachment to Krishna that one can judge who is a Majjhima Adhikari or an Uttama Adhikari. CC 22, 40, 64, 69, 71. It is thus concluded that even a neophyte devotee is superior to the karmis and jnanis because he has full faith in chanting the holy name of the Lord. A karmi and jnani, regardless of his greatness, has no faith in Lord Vishnu, his holy name, or his devotional service. One may be advanced religiously, but if he is not trained in devotional service, he has very little credit on the transcendental platform. Even a neophyte devotee engaged in deity worship in accordance with the regulations set forth by the spiritual master is in a position superior to that of a frugal worker and speculative philosopher.
So you understand the position of a Vaishnava,
Yes.
So you should not mistakenly think that, worship of Tadiya means only the spiritual master. No, that's not correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
According to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, anyone who chants the holy name is very qualified. Yes?
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Clearly and fully. I have no other questions. Thank you, Prabhu.
Right. I was told recently that Krishna conscious movement is no different from Christian missionaries' ways. He claims Sanatana Dharma is not about going to an aggressive way to spread to others, rather taking it by one's own pace. So, of course, the Christians are preaching their God consciousness, and they are teaching about Christ God. And we are also teaching. It's not that we are not teaching, we are teaching about Krishna. Looks very identical. But the difference is that we have a disciplic succession, and our disciplic succession is still intact. Whereas in their faith, I think it pretty much stops at, Jesus Christ. And of course, they have priests who are coming in that line. We are not denying that. But we can see that they have pretty much not following the commandments, So as a result, it has become a bit broken, I would say. So that's the difference between the Christian religion and our religion. So we have to explain like that. So very important is that with the parampara, as Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 text 2, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
You know the verse, right? So here Krishna says, Evam parampara proktam evam raja rishyo viduha sakalene hamata yoga nasta parantapa. So he said that here I am, this science was coming in parampara, disciplic succession. Supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly king understood in that way. But in course of time, the succession is broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. So the Lord says the parampara is broken and the science is lost, and He's been reviving it now with Arjuna. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that line, as you can see in our this very ancient sign of relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as friend, therefore can understand the transcendental mysteries of the signs. So this disciplic succession is maintained by the Lord. You understand? So up to today, we have the same teaching of the science of relationship with us and the Supreme Lord has been told by me to you. The same thing has been there with Prabhupada. Prabhupada has brought it down to us, is it not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct? So our line is intact, whereas their line, I don't know. That you can see for yourselves.
Yes,
There's
Prabhu.
this rampant, what say, disobedience of the commandments. And every time Prabhupada talk to a Christian, he will always say this point, why you are eating meat? Yes? Thou shalt
Yes,
not. Yes? Correct?
yes, Prabhu.
So Christian religion and our religion, always of course, the same thing has been spoken by Jesus Christ about Christ, and that Christ we refer to Krishna. We have no kind of qualms on that. But downline, that is the point. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
If they can strictly follow the commandments, then yes, this thing can be revived. But it's difficult, because without help of the spiritual master, it's very difficult to revive this, You understand?
Got it, Prabhu.
What Vedic reason can I give for this? So I think I have explained to you, yes?
Yes, Prabhu. I did get it. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare
Yes.
Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Prabhuji, isn't the essence of life itself is pleasing Krishna either by following Krishna's order directly from Shastra or following Prabhupada? I'm asking this because at one place Krishna said the worship of my devotee is the best. So people who worship Lord Ganesh are also in a way on the right track. But Prabhupada rejected Lord Ganesh worship. So if anyone who is following Krishna or Prabhupada ultimately isn't he pleasing Krishna? So in a way, isn't the life very essence not the devotional service but pleasing Krishna? How can I comprehend this? So yes, one side it says in the Shastra that no puja can start without worshipping of Ganesh. That's there in the nectar of devotion. We don't deny that. But you see, our duty now is to surrender to the spiritual master and through him learn the process of devotional service of how to please Krishna. You understand? So we cannot try to jump over the spiritual master and try to please Krishna directly. That's not possible. You understand? So unless we go through a spiritual master, it's difficult to go and please Krishna. So here in this verse you can see So here in this verse you see Krishna says, Ye me bhakta janaha partha, na me bhaktas cha te janaha. Mad bhaktanam cha me bhaktas, te me bhakta tamamataha. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees. But those who are the devotees of my servant are factually my devotees. So you have to go through the spiritual master towards Krishna. So Prabhupada has been coming and telling us what to do as an acharya. So he is guiding us. So we cannot try to read the book ourselves and say, it says like this, I will do like that. No. Whatever it is, we have to go through the spiritual master. And Srila Prabhupada has more or less forbidden us to do this Ganesh Puja. So we have to follow his instruction. And that is the proper method of getting spiritual success. It says, Brahmanda Brahmata Kono Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasada Bhakti Lata Bij. With the mercy of the spiritual master, you will get Krishna's mercy. That's why we sing every day in the morning, Yasha Prasada Bhagavat Prasada, Yasha Aprasada Nagatir Kutopi. So by the mercy of the spiritual master, you get Krishna. But if you displease him, then that's not possible to get Krishna. You understand? So this is a very important point to understand, that you cannot say that, oh, it says there that Krishna said do this, and I will do this because Krishna wanted this. No. As it says, told you here, you cannot try to go to Krishna directly. That's not possible, Krishna himself saying, but those who are the devotees of my servant are my devotees, but those, my direct devotees are actually not my devotees. You
Okay.
follow?
Yes,
And how
Prabhuji.
to follow the Shastra, that we have to learn from Guru.
Yeah.
How do I know the Shastra? I mean, I'm just coming now, I'm just reading a few verses only,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
Prabhuji.
That's why it's very dangerous to do things like that by going to the books and reading the books, It's risky, because you will get confused,
Yes, Prabhuji. Get it.
Hmm? It says here in this verse, I think it's 11:16, is it? Oh, who knows this verse? That's reading too many books. Is it 11:16 or 16:11? I'm a bit confused. Give me a
The
minute.
bookworm. Yes, one.
16:11, I think. Yeah, here you see in this verse, if one becomes a bookworm, reading many books and scripture and hearing many commentaries and instruction of many men, this will produce doubt within his heart. One cannot in this way ascertain the real goal of life, So to understand the scriptures, you must go through the spiritual master. Yes?
Yeah.
Huh?
Correct. Yes, this one is a perfect verse to understand.
You understand? You clear?
Yeah,
You can read the purport.
absolutely. Absolutely.
You
It's
write down
absolutely
the
true.
verse. You write down this verse and you read the purport. It'll be very interesting for you. Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji, I will.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Again, Dandavari Pranam, Prabhuji. All
Hey,
glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhu. Dhanasana, Madhuri, Prabhupada. Prabhu, may I ask a question, Prabhu?
Yes, you can ask.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, I just heard actually that in the Gaudiya Math, at present day Gaudiya Math, they actually steal devotees who are actually connected to Prabhupada. Like, for example, if a devotee is reading Prabhupada books and they'll try to steal them from ISKCON and from other centers. Is that true, Prabhu, that they're actually stealing people from ISKCON and so on and so forth? Or like brainwashing them?
I just don't understand your question because the reception is not so clear for me. You want to say it again slowly one more time?
Yes, Prabhu. So sorry. Prabhu, is my voice audible now? Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, now it's better.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to my Wi-Fi is not so good. I'm sorry for that.
No
But
problem.
so, Prabhu, I heard actually that in the Gaudiya Math,
In
present day
Gaudiya
Gaudiya Math,
Math, yes, in Gaudiya Math, what happens?
they still devotees from Srila Prabhupada.
ISKCON devotees in Prabhupada in Gaudiya Math.
No, Prabhu, no, Prabhu. They are still devotees
What
from.
devotee?
Hey, your voice is breaking, Karti Baru. But I heard his question.
Yeah,
He
you
he's
repeat,
he
you
was
repeat.
saying that the Gaudiya Math, they're using Prabhupada books to steal ISKCON devotees. So this is pretty much a way to say that they use a line that, yes, Sri Dharma Maharaj, he was a very good friend of Srila Prabhupada when you come to our temple like that. So they kind of, groom them or, coax them from ISKCON to Gaudiya Math using Prabhupada.
The same thing our ISKCON gurus are doing. What's the difference? Hello? Is it not the same thing? The gurus are taking Prabhupada books and then when you join, they take them for themselves. Is it not?
Yes, Prabhu, they do the same thing. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, so what's the difference? Yes, both are
Yes,
stealing.
Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So we can't say these guys are better or that guy better. Both are rascals, Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Clear.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Prabhu also sometimes in fact, some persons say like even in ISKCON or someone, sometimes they say that Prabhupada asked for Narayan Maharaj and Sridhar Maharaj to guide the future disciples, but there's actually no return, or it is just a false claim they're making, right? Which has no basis.
Prabhupada, they were asking questions of Prabhupada how to, do some rituals and all that. So
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada said you can go to these two persons to learn that rituals. But Prabhupada never said that you go to them for any philosophical understanding. He never said that. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because Prabhupada Samadhi, he had to invite Narayan Maharaj to do it because nobody in ISKCON know how to do those things. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So for that reason, Prabhupada said, yeah, you can go to two of them. But he never say you go to them for philosophical understanding. No, he never said that. He said everything you need to know is in my books. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Correct. So why you say
Yes,
like
Prabhu.
that? So as far as I was there at that time, the instruction was meaning for this purpose. I heard it that time, yes. You understand? But it's not
Yes, Prabhu.
going to them as spiritual leaders to take spiritual instruction. No, that was not the purpose. You
Yes,
understand?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So don't get it all, mistaken because they use all this to explain or to induce many of these ISKCON people to take their leadership and their, guidance, which is not a fact.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. They're very, very offensive to Prabhupada. Yeah, I just wanted to, because I thought that no, Prabhupada did not say anything like that, and they're just making things up from fine air. But now that you confirm,
Did
it was
say,
for like the Samadhi ceremony and so on,
did
but not
say.
for the.
No, Prabhupada did say, if you want to know some technical things about how to do this and that, you can go to them for guidance. That's all. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Not for going to them and surrender as an acharya and learn everything. No, that he never said, You follow?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
That you have to be very clear about that. Hmm?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
yes. Does Lord Shiva stays eternally in Mahesh Dham? If yes, does the devotees who worship Lord Shiva go to Mahesh Dham and stay eternally? They are avoiding the birth and death in the material world. So the Mahesh Dham is in between the Haridam and the material world. So if you go there, it is not permanent either. So when you finish your piety, you have to still come down to this material world. You understand? It is not a permanent place. No, because it is still within the material realm. You follow? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
So the only solution is to go back to the spiritual world. Even to go to the effulgence of Krishna is also not permanent. Yes, what to speak about Mahesh Dham which is below? Huh? Are you following?
Yes, Prabhu. Effulgence of Krishna is not permanent means Brahmajyoti you were saying, is it?
What is that?
Effulgence of Krishna is not permanent, you said, right, Prabhu?
Yeah, the effulgence that Lord Brahma is saying, even if you go to the effulgence, you will again fall down.
Yes, Prabhu.
You know the verse? Huh?
No, Prabhu.
So here it says in this verse, someone may say that aside from devotees who always seek shelter the Lord's lotus feet, there are those who are not devotees but who accept different process of attaining salvation. What happens to them? In answer to this question, Lord Brahma and the other demigods said, O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penance to achieve the highest position, one may think themselves liberated. The intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. You understand? Even if they go to the highest place, that is the Brahmajyoti, you understand? Because they are not taking shelter of the Lord's lotus feet, they will fall down again. Taking
Yes,
shelter of the lotus feet means to go into the Vaikuntha planet.
yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Understand, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very good. How to consider Prabhupada's memory videos of those who are complicit or directly involved to the corruption of ISKCON and betray of Prabhupada. So of course you take it and you hear, but not that you have to completely surrender to it. Yes, someone is giving their realization with Prabhupada, that's fine. Yes, but
Yes,
it
bro.
is not that it is the, uh, what we say, sum and substance of everything and Shastra or something, correct? You follow?
Yes, bro. It's not gospel.
I mean, you can hear it, you can understand the person's feeling. He was with Prabhupada and he had this realization, fine, no? Yes? I don't say it is wrong or whatever, but that is his realization. That's about it. Yes? Hmm?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. But then, if you really surrender to Prabhupada, then you should follow his instruction, no? Hmm?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Hmm.
Like, I do have like a second part to the question. I also said that, what is it? Should we try to preserve these sort of videos for the next 10,000 years, or our faith in Prabhupada will be a way to know him?
I think that's not your job, Your job now is to chant Hare Krishna and worry about how to develop your full faith in Prabhupada. Yes? Huh? To preserve this and not that's in your books, no? Hello? Hello? Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? Hello?
Prabhu, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah,
Clear?
yes, bro. This is one of my fears, though, bro.
Your job is to chant and follow the instruction of Prabhupada. Yes?
Yeah, yes, bro.
Not to worry about preserving this or that, that is in the hands of Krishna. You follow?
Yes, Guru.
Yeah. Prabhu, do sincere demigod worshippers get directed by the demigod to pure devotees in this life? Or is it not possible because demigods are also influenced by the three modes of material nature? See, demigod worship cannot lead you to Krishna consciousness. That's not possible. Explain in this verse. Despite the cultivation of Vedic knowledge is unlimited and the worship of different demigods by the symptoms of Vedic mantras, demigod worship does not help one to understand the supreme powerful personality of Godhead. So you cannot become a devotee by just worshipping demigods. You can only become a devotee, explained here in another place. This is how they can become. All the different kinds of worshippers of multi-demigods can attain the highest perfectional benediction, which is spontaneous attraction, unflinchingly fixed upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by the association of the pure devotee of the Lord. So, of course, some way if they can come into association of the pure devotee, then yes, demigod worshippers will also become devotees. Practically all of you, most of us, you all are worshippers of demigods, is it not?
Yes, Guru.
So, how did we become devotees? Somehow or other we got in contact with Prabhupada books or some devotees, is it not?
Yes, Guru.
So that is the solution. You cannot just keep worshipping demigod and expect to, get the favor of Krishna. That's what Krishna himself said, that demigod worshippers are less intelligent. Yes?
Yes, Guru. So when I'm actually preaching, sometimes like I get this statement that if I'm worshipping Shiva, I will also get Shiva's direction to worship Krishna. So they say this argument like their demigod will help them understand the real truth.
It is not possible.
Yes, Guru.
Although Lord Shiva has got a parampara, you have to go through the current link of Lord Shiva's parampara to know about Krishna. You understand?
Yes, Guru.
But if you just worship Shiva, then you're going to go and worship him for just material benefits, no?
Yes, Guru.
You understand?
Yes, Guru.
So it is not that you simply do whatever you like and you will get Krishna. That's a process. You follow?
Yes,
You
Guru.
cannot think that, oh, Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava, I will worship him and I will get Krishna. That's not possible.
Guru.
Understand?
Very
You
clear.
approach
Yes,
the
Guru.
current link. That's how you can become a devotee of Krishna.
So,
Yes, Guru.
Prabhuji, are you trying to say that there are, in some cases, there are no recommendations also by demigods to Krishna?
I just show you the verse.
Okay.
Did I not show you the verse? Hello? Did you read the verse?
Yes, I am present, Prabhuji.
So who is speaking? I'm speaking or the Shastra is speaking? Huh?
No. I was just trying to know that if are there any some rare cases in this universe when it happens that demigod, out of causeless mercy of the demigod himself, he recommends us to Krishna, and then the causeless mercy of Krishna falls on a person. Is this possible?
You find some verse for me, I'll be willing to accept.
No, Prabhuji, I am asking because I am absolutely no one that knows Shastra at all.
No, there's no such verse. Only by the association of a devotee you get Krishna.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, I do.
Demigods are playing their demigod role.
Yes.
Devotees are the only person who are eligible to give you Krishna. You follow?
Yeah.
So we have to anyway by see now your own personal life, you can see how you have transformed just by the association of devotee, is it not?
Yes, definitely. Definitely, Prabhuji.
So this proves no, yes.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Unless one
Thank you,
is
Prabhuji.
favored by a pure devotee, one cannot attain the platform of devotional service. The word is here, one cannot.
Yes, yes.
Say nothing of
Thank you.
Krishna Bhakti. One cannot even be relieved from the bondage of material existence. You see, understand?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu. Clear, Prabhu.
But
Hmm.
it sounded like Mataji and Prabhuji were like referring to the Brahmana who approached Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva appointed the Brahmana to like Sanatana Goswami. Is that the proper understanding?
But but then Sanatan Goswami then gave him Krishna, not Lord Shiva. Huh? Who gave him Krishna consciousness? Shiva or Brahma or Sanatan Goswami? Hello?
Sanatana
Hmm?
Goswami.
Hmm. So you're fortunate you can get the association of devotee through the association of devotees. Yes, definitely. Huh? Hello? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
You follow? Yes?
Very, very clear.
Yeah. Good. What is this? Do sincere demigod? I've answered that. Yes. Even though Lord Shiva is the greatest one, why doesn't he apply Vaishnava Tilak? You can ask him, no? Why you ask me, you can ask him, no? Why doesn't he apply Vaishnava Tilak? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
You go and ask him. Why you ask me? I don't know. Why he is wearing tilak like that?
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Any other questions?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, just one more question, Prabhu. Is my voice audible right now, Prabhu? I just changed the.
It's clear. Yes. Good.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
Hmm.
Prabhu. Just one more question, Prabhu. So,
Hmm.
I actually wanted to ask this for a long time, but I just did not. I forgot before. But the
Hmm.
point is, Prabhu, since Madhu Pandit Prabhu in ISKCON Bangalore is deviating so much, like day by day, more and more and more and more and more, how
Hmm.
come he's still? I mean, like how come he is giving Ritvik initiations, Prabhu? That is that. Then it's not proper, right? Because a Ritvik representative cannot be any man down the street who claims to follow Prabhupada, but then mix with Mayavadis and then make new additions to the parampara. So isn't he leading all of his followers to hell as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 6:7-14?
You see, the thing is this, that if a person deviate a little bit, then as it go on and on, that the way the graph, eventually goes, further and
Yes,
further.
Prabhu.
Understand? So most of the time, a person doing such a thing will not be even conscious of it. That's why they need association of a pure devotee, When they have the association of pure devotees, then he will be able to guide. But such people usually they are far beyond that. They think they are more purer than anybody else. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
See? So, I mean, the best way is to expose by showing Shastra. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
But this such so-called pure devotees who are deviating, they will not even show any one line from the Shastra. Because Krishna has clouded their intelligence. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So what to do? You just have to sit on the sideline and pray for all of them. That's about all. Those who are sincere, yeah, they will wake up. Those who are not, what to do?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand? You
Yes,
follow?
Prabhu.
So this is very important. That's why showing the word of Prabhupada and showing Shastra is very important, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
I just sit here and speak all my so-called mental speculation, no? But will that help all of you? I don't think so. So
No,
for
Prabhu.
every question you ask, we are showing you the relevant verses. So in that way, it is not me speaking, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
So any chance of deviation is immediately checked. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, there is no room for error.
So this is the safeguard. That's why any saintly person or any authority who does not quote the scripture, then he is not a saintly person. And you should not follow somebody in that kind of category.
Yes, Prabhu.
So if you follow such a person and you also become, how you will advance? You won't be able to advance. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So if you like, you can send him a letter and ask him to follow. If you can, it'd be nice.
No, Prabhu. I don't think that.
So onus is on you. You help. Huh?
No, Prabhu. No, he doesn't listen to even. I heard that even our devotees went and he was not willing to cooperate and very offensive. Like, Prabhu, why I ask this question is because, like, for example, if like some young person from, like, let's say ISKCON Bangalore campus here or something, because generally, like, they're also not used to being shown Shastra, so they also do not know. So even despite trying to be a little bit nice and try to explain them using logic and then showing the Shastra, if they still don't understand, is it okay to quote like Srimad Bhagavatam 6, 7, 14 and say that if you continue to follow somebody who's deviating like this, you're sure to go to hell? Is it okay to use this much like this kind of words? Because even he's following the Ritvik initiations, but it doesn't make logical sense, right? If one is philosophy, if the Shiksha is so much deviating, how can he represent Prabhupada? Can we say like this, or is it not the etiquette? Or
You can show this verse. I'm just at this verse.
yes, Prabhu.
See this verse. And this verse, you want to read this?
Yes, Prabhu, I can read, Prabhu.
You can see the purport.
Yes, Prabhu. Translation: unless one is favored by a pure devotee, one cannot attain the platform of devotional service. To say nothing of Krishna Bhakti, one cannot even be relieved from the bondage of material existence. Purport: pious activities bring about material opulence, but one cannot acquire devotional service by any amount of material pious activity, not by giving charity, by opening big hospitals and schools, or working philanthropically. Devotional service can be attained only by the mercy of a pure devotee. Without a pure devotee's mercy, one cannot even escape the bondage of material existence. The word Mahat in this verse means a pure devotee, as Lord Krishna confirms in the Bhagavad Gita 9.13. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They're fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as a supreme personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. One has to associate with such a Mahatma who has accepted Krishna as the supreme source of the entire creation. Without being a Mahatma, one cannot understand Krishna's absolute position. A Mahatma is rare and transcendental, and he is a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. Foolish people consider Krishna a human being, and they consider Lord Krishna's pure devotee an ordinary human being also. Whatever one may be, one must take shelter at the lotus feet of a devotee Mahatma and treat him as the most exalted well-wisher of all human society. We should take shelter of such a Mahatma and ask for his costless mercy. Only by his benediction can one be relieved from attachment to the materialistic way of life. When one is thus relieved, he can engage in the Lord's transcendental loving service through the mercy of the Mahatma.
So why I'm showing you this verse and what is the relevance? You see, when you do all this big food distribution and all that,
Yes,
hello, you are mainly doing pious activities,
that's so.
You understand? So their feeding program, which evidently they also admit is not prasadam, it's a pious activity, is it not?
Yes, so yeah.
And that cannot give you devotional service. You follow?
Yes, so.
So if they are doing something which cannot give you devotional service, then what's the point? Hello?
Yes, so yeah.
Yeah. you cannot get the devotional seed. You get the what? The karma beach or the jnana beach or whatever, you follow.
Yes, Prabhu, yeah.
So that's what actually their main program, their main program is doing this feeding program, no? Is it not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So that is not, Prabhupada said, better than giving food is better to give knowledge, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, you follow.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So therefore you can explain like this, You
Yes,
understand?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So here this Bhaktilata beach is received, you see here, by the grace of spiritual master. Other seats called Anyabilasita beach include Karma beach and Jnana beach. If one is not fortunate enough to receive the Bhaktilata beach from the spiritual master, he instead cultivates such seats as Karma beach and Jnana beach, or political, social, or philanthropic beach. However, the Bhaktilata beach is different from the other beaches. The Bhaktilata beach can be received only through the mercy of the spiritual master. Therefore, one has to satisfy the spiritual master to get the Bhaktilata beach. Yasya Prasada, Bhagavat Prasada. The Bhaktilata beach is the origin of devotional service. Unless one satisfies the spiritual master, he gets the bija, or root cause of karma, jnana and yoga, without the benefit of devotional service. But one who is faithful to his spiritual master gets the Bhaktilata beach. This Bhaktilata beach is received when one is initiated by a bona fide spiritual master. After receiving the spiritual master mercy, one must repeat his instruction. And this is called Sravana Kirtana, hearing and chanting. One who has not properly heard from the spiritual master or does not follow the regulated principle is not fit for chanting, Kirtan. This is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Vyavyasadmikaha buddhi ekaha guru nandana. One who has not listened carefully to the instructions of the spiritual master is unfit for chanting or preaching the cult of devotional service. One has to water the Bhaktilata beach by receiving the instruction from the spiritual master. So all this instruction from here, you can see that how they have deviated, is it not?
Yes, Prabhu, yeah.
So you explain, if you go in this direction, you may not get the devotional seed, which is what actually will save you. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand my point now? Instead of attacking a person and their character, it's better to explain the philosophy, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
If you
Yes,
tell
Prabhu.
someone, no, you cannot, you go to hell and all that, it is going to be very difficult, no? They immediately will reject, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you explain why and how the deviation. Then you don't get devotional seat, and your whole purpose of life is to go to Krishna, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu, yeah.
So you remember these two verses and try to explain through that? Possible?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. I'll try to explain, the
Yes.
philosophy.
Yes. What's the right time for retirement from material job? Many people can retire if they move to places with less cost of living and find a lot of time to read Shastra and grow spiritually. But people very rarely do it. Can you please enlighten us more on what should one retire from material job? Well, this is it's not something that is kind of a, I would say, one answer to everybody, So everybody has got different kind of realizations and different kind of spiritual standard. So how to retire? Actually, the best way is to first do your sadhana and practice your spiritual life, and now go stage by stage, get initiated, attend all the programs, and then As you progress, then you may retire, you may not retire. So many things can happen. You understand? Whether you
Yes,
retire
Prabhu.
or not retire, the most thing is to actually become fixed up in your spiritual life. You follow? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Real renunciation means that you try to become Krishna conscious. If you
Yes.
retire and sit and then read Shastra all day and still your mind is in Maya, then what retirement is that? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
you follow the process and just wait. If Krishna wants to take you out, that's Krishna's will. You understand? Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is not something that you can, immediately jump into it. And then if you are jumping into it and not becoming Krishna conscious, then what's the use, no? Yes?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So you patiently chant, read, do so all these things. Get connected first, you're not even spiritually connected, correct? Hmm? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Following, Prabhu.
So you work on all that first and then talk about retiring, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. If nowadays almost everyone, including devotee disciple, act impulsively to comment on everything material that goes viral on social media, is this correct? If one not supposed to remain focused on devotional service, then act impulsively and practice self-control is very important. Well, the best way, if you see something that is not right and you can quote the reference from the scriptures and explain, that is educating, that's not commenting. If someone is saying something and it is not right, but what you see in the Shastra is saying something else, then what's wrong in commenting and showing this relevant, I would say, right way of thinking? Huh? Simply speculating on it, yeah, then I agree with you. Impulsively just speaking and speaking, what's the point? Like many people do, writing all kind of crazy comments. If we can actually correct a person and make him understand, especially with sadhu, shastra, guru, then yes, that is, I would say that's educating. Is it not?
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So it's a duty of us to explain the right, the truth, that we cannot hide away from that. If someone is explaining the truth, then yes, we should all learn from that. And if we can show the relevance, then so much better. Yes, correct.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji. Correct.
I also in this class can be very impulsive one. Correct? Can I do that? Then nobody will listen to this. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
So the duty of the spiritual person, whoever it is, he must be able to show the right path. That is the spiritual authority.
Yes, Prabhuji.
To show it according to what God will say and Shastra will say and Krishna, the sadhus will say and what the gurus, everybody must be in unison. Then yes, very strong.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Prabhu, how to differentiate between test from Krishna and test by Maya? What differentiate them both? What criteria to understand? So, what is the test of Krishna and what is test of Maya? That you go, if you are in doubt, you go and talk to the spiritual master and ask him a question. Arjuna was in doubt, so he went to Krishna and he cleared it. Yes, he was thinking that to kill is bad. I don't want to fight this war. So he was doubtful. He approached Krishna and Krishna explained, no, you should fight. Yes. Hello. What the Guru for? If you don't have, of course, Prabhupada said, if you have some problem, you read the books, the answer is in my books. And if you think you can approach some other devotees to help you, that's also another plus point. Yes? So I see that's why Diksha Guru is there, Shiksha Guru is there, Chaitya Guru is also there. So this is how you take direction, not that you try to speculate and listen to your mind and get into all mental, That's not supported. Yes. Any other questions? Anyone has any more question to raise?
So what
Yeah.
is mean by subconsciousness, Prabhu? Consciousness and subconscious.
All right. Consciousness and subconsciousness. So that you can understand here, the working senses are superior to dull matter. Mind is higher than the senses. Intelligence is still higher than the mind. And he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence. So consciousness is related, is, you want to read this?
Yes, Prabhu. Version of Bharata. As the sun alone illuminates all this universe, so that the living entity, one within the body, illuminates the entire body by consciousness.
So you understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because of the presence of the soul, you're conscious of your whole body. Is it not?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that means consciousness.
I mean, subconsciousness means, bro? Like,
Subconsciousness, you always refer to my subconscious mind. They say like that. Is it not?
yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So it is a mental thing, subconsciousness. Full consciousness means you're spiritual. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
Better to fully be conscious, spiritually conscious, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Any other questions? So yes, please take advantage. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day is coming. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So
Yes,
it is,
Prabhu.
everyone should, take advantage of celebrating this very auspicious day, because only by His mercy we can get to Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
So prepare, if you are alone, I don't know, if you can go to a temple. If you can do some celebration in your house, that'll also be nice. Some way, worship the Lord. Fasting whole night, I think, until evening, is it not?
Yes.
And then we will take a non-grain prasadam and then try to chant whole day. This will be the best service you can do for the Lord. You get a slight mercy of the Lord, that'll be the best thing you can do in your whole life, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for this session, for this association, and for bringing us all together so that we can hear the answers to these questions, and so that we can be prepared for strengthening our own bhakti. Thank you, Prabhu.
All right, if there's no more questions, then I would like to end the session.
Thank you so much for your kind association, Prabhu. Haribol. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Vanchakalparubhishta Kripasundabhaya Vachapatyanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaः. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Haribol.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Prabhu.
you so
Hare
much, Prabhu.
Krishna.
All glories to you, Prabhu. Haribol.
Hope I managed to be of some little service to all of you.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
So thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
We are indebted.
Hare Krishna.